Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has apologized on behalf of all Canadians in Parliament after an embarrassing moment. A standing ovation for a man who fought for a Nazi military unit during World War II. For more on this, let's welcome in the host of the Charbonne Report, Michael Charbonne. I also want to bring back our special guest who's been in studio with us, GOP strategist Jon Glasgow. So Parliament calling this man a hero. In the same room, Ukrainian President Zelensky was addressing the Canadians. Let's play the soundbite so everybody can see it if they missed it.
We have here in the chamber today Ukrainian Canadian world veteran from the Second World War who fought the Ukrainian independence against the Russians and continues to support the troops today, even at his age of 98.
Michael, I got to go to you on this first. This looked pretty bad. How did they not vet to find out his history before they brought him in there?
Well, it's all about that, John. That's the thing about vetting. They took it at face value, 2 standing ovations. And imagine the propaganda that the Russians can use and say, oh, look, Zelensky's standing up and applauding for a Nazi, which is the false pretense that they're using to invade. I mean, I was waiting for a liberal to pull a fire alarm to get something. I mean, sorry, pull a handle of a door to get something to happen. I mean, it's embarrassing. And Zelensky talked about perseverance in the face of tyranny. I mean, it's very embarrassing. It's really very sad. Yeah.
Canadian Speaker Anthony Rota, who's there, he's now resigned. Justin Trudeau, now he's taking some blame. He's been out there and trying to apologize for all this. But should he not be taking more blame for this? I mean, they're part of the same party, the Liberal Party.
Well, he's already damaged goods. Listen, he's 12 points behind the conservative Poilievre. He's got problems with the Indian government and the 2 people who were killed. He's got personal problems. This is the worst thing he could have at this time. So it's terrible situation.
Krisha, we got to get your thoughts. As an American hearing this, what's going on in Canada, what do you make of what's happening, and what does it look like for the Canadians?
Unfortunately, this is a pattern of behavior for Justin Trudeau. I mean, he's so out of touch with the general public, even between wearing blackface and even calling the Canadian truckers Nazis. So the fact that he had an actual Nazi being supported here is outrageous, and also the fact that just more recently with the Canadian wildfires, his mismanagement with that and claiming that it's because of climate change that he was not able to manage the forests.
And he was also involved in this, too. The tensions between Canada and India right now are elevating. Investigation continues into the murder of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar, with suspicions that maybe Indian agents killed them on Canadian soil. Where's that investigation at, Michael?
So, John, that first killing took place in June. Last week, India released a 43 photo of people that they're calling terrorists. That gentleman was killed in Winnipeg, I think it was 34 on the list. So this is very serious. The situation is that now even Anthony Blinken has gotten involved. Your Secretary of State has gotten involved and said that Canada and India have to sit there and cooperate. But this has just gotten worse, not better. And it's at a wrong time. We need India to assist us in the battle against China's overemphasis on politics and on economics. They were a partner of Canada and many others. This has been put in jeopardy.
Yeah. Krisha Lenzo, she's gone now, but I want to thank her for her contributions here to this show. But I want to go back to this, Michael. Where does this now go, this tension between India and Canada? Will they be able to get a trade deal done, or is this going to be a lingering effect of these accusations from both sides?
Well, Modi has said that the Indian government is not responsible. They won't take any credit for this. This is international spy stuff. When the Five Eyes, which is Australia, the UK, New Zealand, Canada, and America, say that there is credible allegations, I mean, it's very hard to backpedal. I think there's going to be a long time of disheartening negotiations. Diplomats have been brought back. Visas have been stopped, John. This is something that's going to go on. This is going to be a wound that's going to be festering for a long time because India will not take responsibility, even with all the surmounting evidence that we've got going now.
Absolutely. We'll have to leave it there. Michael Charbonne, I love having you on every Sunday talking Canadian news. Krisha, thank again for her contributions to the show today. We'll catch up with you next week.